Um,
My
I
mom walked
remember.
into me getting a blowjob on vacation once. We were on a big family
Oh
vacation.
no!
Yeah, I
How
feel
old
like
were
they're.
you?
This was like 2 years ago. So I walked
Wait,
out and she's like
seriously?
cleaning obsessively. I'm like, well, I hope that we all learned a lesson about knocking on doors, even when we're on vacation. I know you
What
guys.
angle did she enter from? Like, what
Oh,
angle of vision of the activity?
it was full on. It would have been like somebody
Profile?
had. It was the bed was in the corner, and the door was about 45 degrees to the bed. Kind of off up.
Yeah.
So she would have come in and seen. Not. It could have been worse. She could have got a ball angle. She could have got an upskirt shot, but she didn't. She got mostly shaft in her
Oh,
view.
Dick,
it
I
sounds like that's the
compliment
worst
you.
possible outcome.
Dick did it right. Dick said, "Hey, I hope you learned your lesson and established dominance." That's what teenage Taylor should have done with the computer in the living room. Just like, all right, bitches, I hope you learned your lesson. This is my wank bank. This is my space. And
I ended up getting in trouble for it because they would I was maybe like 13, 14 years old, and they'd be like, "Hey, we're taking me and your mom are taking your brother to his soccer game, or whatever the fuck. You want to come and we'll buy ice cream, or you want to stay home alone?" It was always home alone.
a mix of two. I'm going to stay home and come.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to do both.
Yeah, I'd be like just like lying the whole way as I'm like walking them out. Like, yeah, I think I'm gonna like play my Pokemon game or play Legos. And as soon as they go, just like happy jogging downstairs to masturbate. And then
Okay, kids. Kids are so bad at lying. This is something that I've noticed with my 8-year-old. I wish that he would just hit me or something instead of ever trying to tell a lie. So the most common one, I don't know, in terms of children, I don't know, Dick, if you have any.
I don't have any. Woody has.
I've got a
No,
6-year-old
I have two.
nephew that I'm very close
Okay.
with.
Okay, yeah. So I don't know if you've what stages of lying you're at, but so we have to work on bathroom stuff sometimes. Make sure you always wash your hands when you come into the bathroom. But sometimes I'll wander by the hallway, I'll hear the toilet flush, and he'll come walking out, and I'll say, "Nathan, did you wash your hands?" And I'll go, "Oh yeah, Dad." And I'll go, "If I go into the bathroom and check the sink, is it going to be wet?" And he'll be like, "Well, no, but I like to clean it up with the towel after to make sure it's clean." And I'm like, "Nathan, do you think we should?" And he's like, "Okay, wait, Dad. I'll go wash my hands again just to make sure they're clean." Jesus.
And
Stop. Just stop.
You remember being a kid, and in his head, he's like, "That was a close call."
Yeah, every time he lies, I have to think back, like, what dumb shit did I say when I was a kid? I honestly thought my parents fucking believed me. Like how many times did they walk in with me hunched over like this? And it's like, "Dad, I'm turning my pocket inside out. What's up?" Just go away. Like, oh God.
I got caught putting glue like on a kid's seat. I thought I'd only done this once. I remembered recently. I tried this twice. The first one was a fail in kindergarten. I used a glue stick. The second time he sat down and it didn't even get stuck. He just stood up and it was like still goopy and sticky and it wasn't even funny like I imagined in my head. But the first time I tried it, I put it on there and the teacher came in and said, Are you putting glue on the chair?" "No." Just watching me do it, and then she made me clean it up. Yeah, God, I still am retarded, but even more so back then.
You mentioned the family computer space. So back back before everybody had a literal supercomputer that they could carry around with them. Some of us had one computer for the whole household, and I remember so back then computers to me still were voodoo magic. If you unplug a computer while it's on, it is irrevocably destroyed. Nothing you can do will save it. This is true of every electronic device that is connected to the computer. I wanted to now, because we couldn't masturbate in the main room, there's people in the kitchen. I thought, well, what if I just printed off some porn and took it upstairs with me? And now I've never printed. I printed like school reports, and they print real quick. They just come out. It's like, okay, so I figured I could probably print like a couple pornographic pictures, whatever. So I think at the time I was probably 11. I had pictures of whatever anime, Goku, Vegeta, somebody fucking somebody with a monster, and I'm like, okay, yeah. So I'll just print this one, and then I'll take it upstairs with me. So I'm real crafty. I make sure
black and white or color.
Oh, full color.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right.
So I push the print button on this, and then real quick, I Alt F4, I clear the cookies, the browser history, and everything. And I think I'm real smooth, and I walk over to the printer, and
it's going to take 30 minutes.
Oh, my God. Yeah. pans to like a minute or two. And these are long minutes, okay? It's only maybe 1/20th of the way there. And I'm getting real nervous because I'm just standing next to the printer, and if anybody walks by, and I can't unplug the printer because I don't know what's going to happen to it. I don't know if it's going to be destroyed. You go on the computer, and I try to find a way to cancel the print, but dude, back then printers were impossible to work with. I pushed a million buttons. I couldn't stop anything. And my parents are walking by in the bathroom. I think my sister comes through the room. She doesn't say anything, and I'm freaking out. So I try to rip the page out of the printer, and it's growling at me. It's the feeder is making noises as it's trying to like print the thing. And by the end of it, I've ripped maybe 20 pages out because it keeps printing like half of the picture. And
was this the scrolling kind with the holes on the side?
Whatever one like fed it through the top. Yeah, is it like slowly And oh my God, by the time my parents walked in, I don't know what I looked like. I must have been a disaster. I told my mom I was trying to print something out for a video game, and only the bottom, you could only see like the bottom of like Vidal's boot. And like the dripping cum, but you couldn't really tell what it was. But print it off, and it's like, I guess it didn't work, Mom. This was one of the most stressful moments of my entire life. Oh my God.
That's so fucking funny.
Do you remember the picture, Destiny?
I actually do. If you would, okay.
Have you ever found it?
Maybe if this gets posted on the subreddit, I've never looked for it. Okay, but it was it was like a floating picture. I think Vidal was being held in the air and being fucked by like Cell or some shit with his like massive tail. Something like that. If there, maybe this is, I don't know if this is specific enough. There might be a million of these types, but if I saw it again, I would absolutely remember it.
Can you draw it? Can you draw any kind of approximation so that the top artist could...
If you would have tuned in to the booby painting stream that Taylor mentioned, you would know I have absolutely zero artistic talent whatsoever. So no, I would not be able to draw anything whatsoever.
Well,
printing, man. I'm glad I wasn't smart enough to have thought of that because it would have gone the exact same way. I wouldn't have been ballsy enough to do color. Good for you.
Yeah, I like it.